Hello everyone, it's me. I know you're all excited. It is 8:30 p.m. I'm streaming for literally about half an hour. Why? Well, the patch notes literally just came out for 7.36. I skimmed it for like 2 seconds. I'm gonna be reading this for like 3 days. But anyway, so I'm opening up the game. I'm not gonna be going towards it. The update's not really there. I'm just using it for music. And hopefully it loads properly. There we go. Alright. So, there's music and patch note time. Okay, so this is going to be a mess. It's going to be a mess. It's going to be a mess. Also, to those going, well, why can't you stream for longer? I have to work. And I got to go to bed. So that's why. Anyway, it is time for patch. It is 7.36. Thank God. What the F is that? Okay, I'm gonna... Introducing innate abilities. Innates are abilities that are present on the hero for the entire game from the very beginning of every match. Each hero has a unique. Some innates grant a hero a unique effect. For example, Dawnbreaker reveals the whole map to allies when the sun rises. Oh. Other innates change a hero ability to have 5 levels and get a free ability point at level 1. For example, Kunkka's Tidebringer now starts at level 1 and can still be upgraded 4 more times like normal. Okay. Introducing Hero Fast. What the F is this? Hello? Facets are a hero customization choice that provide the ability to better align the playstyle of a hero with a specific match or player preference. Facets are specific to heroes. Each hero has at least 2. What do you mean at least? And every player can choose the facet they prefer during strategy time at the beginning of each match. Viper can choose between adding an AoE damage burst to poison attack or increasing defensive buffs while Viper remains in Nether Toxin. Wraith King can choose between summoning skeletons or dealing additional curse damage when what do you mean additional curse damage? Okay. Updates. Alright, here's the patch. In big bold letters. I'm sad we still don't have goddamn Ringmaster though. I don't get why he's not in the game yet. It's because of this. But still, I'm gonna complain about it. Alright, abilities that are innate abilities. Present on the hero for the entire game from the very beginning of every match. Every hero has a unique. The innate for each can be viewed on the hero page or in-game by hovering a new icon between hero talents and abilities. There are 2 types. Some grant a unique effect. For example, Void slows enemy attack projectiles within range. Okay. And Dawnbreaker reveals the whole map to allies when the sun rises. Some innates change a hero ability to have 5 levels and get a free ability point at level 1. For example, Kunkka's Tidebringer and Legion Commander's Moment of Courage now start at level 1 and can still be upgraded 4 more times. So I actually like that this is a thing. Just to start it off. This is weird, but I like this, because it's like, there are just spells you're never going to get level 1. Period, end of story. I don't know if Earthshaker's going to have it for Aftershock, but if he does, that'd be great. Something like Legion's Moment of Courage is really nice, because generally speaking, you just sometimes don't want to really level it, but you want to get it early. It's a weird thing. Sorry, I was thirsty. Alright, facets. New hero customization choice that provides the ability to better align the playstyle of a hero with a specific match or player preference. Facets are specific to heroes. Each hero has at least 2, and every player can choose the facet they prefer during strategy time at the beginning of each match. Hero facets can be viewed on their hero page below the name and tags. They can also be viewed in-game by hovering a new icon between the hero talent and abilities on the scoreboard or on the top bar when holding Alt. Facets are set for all players after the strategy time and cannot be changed during a match. Facet choices aren't revealed to the enemy team until after the game begins. Oh. Facets can have a variety of effects. For example, Viper can choose between adding an AoE damage burst to poison attack or increasing defensive buffs while Viper remains in Nether Toxin. Wraith King, blah blah blah. Leshrac can choose between its attacks restoring mana or changing Diabolic Edict to explode faster but deal no damage to buildings. Ew. Lone Druid can choose between... This one's just gonna get picked, I'm pretty sure. Lone Druid can choose between an improved Spirit Link granting lifesteal in both directions or allowing True Form to be cast on the Spirit Bear. Huh. How would that even work? I guess it would just get a ton of stats. Other strategy time is extended by 10, 15, 10, 5 seconds after the 1, 2, 3 weeks immediately after a numbered patch. Oh, okay, that's helpful. Glyph of Fortification no longer refreshes when the first Tier 3 tower is destroyed. Glyph now refreshes when the first melee barracks is destroyed. Oh, okay. What? That should be ranged. Because ranged is easier to break. I think this is a silly thing. I don't know. Because it's like, you can break the ranged one, and then just walk away, and then just go for the towers or something. I don't know. That's just, yeah. AoE bonuses now affect all auras and cleave sources. Huh. The auras makes sense. This is weird. Who even builds cleave and, like, AoE and, Bloodstone, which is like the only source of it in the game, so of course there's going to be more. Dominated creeps no longer allow players to bypass backdoor protection. Okay, that's good. Hero denies now grant experience to the hero create the deniable debuff. Queen of Pain casts Shadow Strike on, so example, Queen of Pain casts Shadow Strike on a dire Shadow Shaman then gets denied by their teammate. Queen of Pain and only Queen of Pain will receive XP for the hero killed but no gold. Okay. Mana bars are always visible for enemies, that's big. Fountain buff grants couriers haste movement. For how long? If courier has no items, pressing the deliver courier button sends the courier back home. Mana cost reduction effects no longer work on abilities that drain mana over time. Voodoo Restoration, Arctic Burn with Aghanim Scepter, Ball Lightning, Chakra, and Pulse Stone, but Morphling's Morph already worked that way. Okay. Oh. Attack speed display is no longer normalized to 1.7 BAT. This means hero's max attack speed is always 700, and a buff that grants 20 attack speed will always display as a plus 20, always instead of a different number based on the hero's BAT. No actual gameplay change, just a display. Okay. I'm just reading... It's literally going to be... I'm going through this, and then the stream's done. Spells cast range is now always listed with the new icon, which is located near mana cost and cooldown. Okay. Holding Alt displays the vision range of all watchers in the map. That's actually really nice. Experience gained from abilities in Wisdom Rune will now show up separately in the post-game XP breakdown for Dota Plus users. What does this mean? Added a levels width parameter for ability descriptions to show which ability needs to be upgraded to level this one. Example, Tinker's Keen Gavange, which levels are 3 are. Okay, that one's nice. Ability tooltips now show icons next to ability values, indicating that those are upgraded by Aghanim Shards, Scepter Talents, or Facets. What? That's too many things. I'm sorry. Updated spectator view controls for live and replays to match vision unlinking. Using Radiant Dire Fog will now correctly hide members of Radiant Dire that have their vision unlinked and not visible. Using the player perspective on a player whose current vision is unlinked will correctly hide units they can no longer see. Okay. Pinging items of enemies that can't be seen currently no longer reveals information on whether those items were consumed or not. Alright. The demo mode, -create hero command supports facets by adding facet name or its number at the end of the command. Cool. And that's shown as example -create hero Jakiro 2. Okay. New Dota Labs feature, persistent range indicators. If you hold Alt while right-clicking either your experience indicator, attack range indicator, the stats part of portrait, or an ability/item, the game will draw a persistent range indicator in the world for it. You will only have at most one at any given time, but it updates automatically when it changes. Ooh! That's cool! I like that. That's very, like, new player friendly. New Dota Labs feature, dynamic health bar focus. The health bar of any hovered unit will always draw on top of other health bars. Oh. That's good. Added the ability to type in a hero name to jump to that hero when viewing patch notes in this client. Cool. Wait. Oh, that's for, like, in-game client. Ability draft. Innates have the following rules for ability draft. Innate abilities that do not appear on a hero's ability bar will be automatically assigned to the hero when spawning in, but cannot be drafted. Example, Alchemist Greedle's Greed. Okay. Innate abilities that can be leveled with skill points are draftable but will not be automatically assigned when spawning in. Example, Kunkka's Tidebringer. All other innate abilities are disabled for ability draft. Facets have the following rules for ability draft. You can choose any hero facet belonging to your assigned hero during strategy time. Facets that grant new abilities are disabled. What do you mean, facets that grant new abilities? Excuse me? Facets that replace abilities will work if you draft the abilities be... What does that mean? If a facet has no effect on a hero, you can still select it. In-game, the facet will notate it has no... So you're telling me... Oh my god. It's like playing Smash Brothers on Wii U and... It's like the Mii Fighters in Smash Brothers. And you can have different abilities for... Jesus Christ! I'm having a stroke! I'm not having a stroke, but it feels like it. Alright. Item rework. Now grants invulnerability to all allied lane creeps in radius. Oh, that's huge. Effect radius decreased from 750 to 600. Creeps lose banner effect once they leave the radius. Banner duration decreased from 5 to 2 minutes. Melee hero attacks now deal 2 damage to Roshan's banner. Cast range decreased from global to 1200. Alright, that helps high ground pushing. Dragon Lance can no longer be disassembled. I didn't know it could be. Eternal Shroud, recipe cost increased from 800 to 900, total cost increased from 3,600 to 3,000. That's a fair nerf. Probably going to get nerfed more, I don't know. Orchid, fixed status resistance, sometimes eliminating soul burst damage. Bloodthorn gets the same, okay. Maelstrom, chain lightning damage decreased from 120 to 110, okay. Octarine Core, health and mana bonuses decreased from 625 to 550. Sange, recipe cost increased from 550 to 650, total cost increased from 2,000 to 2,100. No longer provides status resistance, now provides slow resistance. Okay. That's fair. It's a nerf to the item. It's built way too much. Yasha recipe... Okay, and the recipe cost increases are changed here. Recipe cost decreased from 200 to 100, total cost... Just make it free at this point, Jesus! No longer status resistance, grants slow resistance, that's fine. Manta Style, total cost increased from 4,550 to 4,650. That's fair. Medium Hammer, recipe cost decreased from 400 to 300. Total cost unchanged. Because of that. That's fair. Because, yeah. Sanjin Yasha. Oh. Sanjin Yasha now grants status and better slow resistance. Well, this is getting nerfed. Yasha and Kaya now grants cast speed, but ooh. Okay, that's fair. That kind of goes with the speed thing. Kaya and Sanj no longer provides status resistance. Now provides slow resistance. Also provides mana cost, mana loss reduction. Huh. That's pretty big. Okay. This is a bit more viable now. This is really strong. This is for tanking. This is like for your carries. This is for your casters. I don't know who would build this, but it's better. Wind Waker Cyclone cooldown increased from 13 to 16. I never knew it was this short. What's the cooldown on Yules? 23 seconds. Okay, I never knew it was this short. I think it's just because I barely built it. This is going to get nerfed again. I feel it. Neutral item update. Really? Just that? Ogre Seal Flop now plays a flail animation while hero is jumping. Okay, now we're in heroes. Abaddon base damage decreased by 6. Wow. Innate Font of Avernus. New innate ability. Passive can't be leveled up. Abaddon has a 10% faster respawn. Why? That's stupid. The Quickening. Every time a unit dies within... Alright, so his facets are the Quickening. Every time a unit dies within 900 range of Abaddon, all of his cooldowns are reduced by 0.2 seconds. Dying heroes reduce cooldowns by 4. Jesus. Mephitic Shroud. Apothic Shield damage barrier is increased by 50%, but no longer does a burst of damage on expiration. Whenever damage is dealt to the barrier, enemies within 765 range take damage equal to 80% of the absorption amount. What? So if it does 10 damage, everyone takes 8? I guess? Increases duration and cooldown by 2 seconds at all levels. Okay. Oh, this got reworked again? No longer silences the target or has an attack counter. Now the full effect is applied on the first attack. Each hit resets the duration. Bonus attack speed decreased. They just reverted it back, I think. Bonus attack speed decreased from 60 to 120 to 15 to 60. Movement slow rescaled from 15 to 60 to 10 to 25. Damage per second decreased from 20 to 50 to 10 to 40. So it's just basically a stronger orb of venom that gives attack speed, I think. Duration decreased from 4 seconds to 2 seconds. Aghanim Shard no longer improves slow. Okay. It's gone from being AIDS, because it kind of was, to now being... Sorry, I had to drink something. Yeah, it's just basically an orb of venom that does more damage and slow and also gives attack speed. Alright. Level 10, Cursive Avernus movement slow decreased from 15 to 10, so 35% slow for 2 seconds. Cursive Avernus DPS decreased from 80 to 50. And then level 25, that's at level 15. Level 25, -1 Cursive Avernus attacks required, replaced with plus 80 Cursive Avernus bonus attack speed. Okay. Korriban, I think, is dead. Partially because of this, partially because of this. It's like, he's dead. Or I should specify, he's different now. It's like, this is really good for Korriban, because it also affects his ult. I'm assuming it affects his items. So, he's just a little... He's less cancer to deal with, I guess is the best way to explain it. But this is very much... If this affects items... I already see Midas being built. This one is really cool for a support. I think he's better off, but this really guts Korriban by, like, a lot. Anyway, Alchemist. Base attack speed increased from 100 to 110. Okay, innate ability. Grieveless Grieve remains in an innate, can't be leveled up. Seed Money, Alchemist starts with 250 bonus gold. Or Mixologist, Chemical Rage, now decreases Berserk Potion cooldown by 50% and Unstable Concoction by 30% for the duration of Chemical Rage. Ooh. Okay. What def is this? This is like decent, but this is also really fun. I'm not sure how this will go. 250 gold is great, but anyway. Corrosive Weaponry no longer reduces status resistance, now reduces base attack damage by 3 to 6% per stack, but stats are no longer multiplied during Chemical Rage. I forget the total stacks, but this is, I guess, turning Alchemist into anti-carry, basically. Chemical Rage, bonus health regen increase from 50 to 110 to 60. Okay. Let's start off with this. This is interesting. I don't know how valuable it is. Dota starting gold. Okay. You start with 600, if I remember. Yeah, 600 and a Town Portal Scroll. Okay, so that puts him at 850. So, let me look at... As far as... So, no items have been changed, but let me see costs really quickly. So, 850 gold. He could start with Boots of Speed and have 350 gold left for items, which is pretty decent on support alch, which is where that seems to be going for. 250 extra gold is always good to go into a farming item as well, but the Chemical Rage is way too good. Because Berserk Potion is a dispel for yourself, and Unstable Concoction means stuns. So, that's how I see it. I'd have to see it in effect later. Anyway, Ancient Apparition. Oh god, he got reworked. Okay, Death Rhyme innate ability. Passive can't be leveled up. Ancient Apparition's abilities now apply frost stacks that deal 10 damage per second and 1.5% movement slow for each stack on the enemy. What the F are the total stacks? Seriously. Like, I don't get it. Bone Shield Death Rhyme. Each stack also reduces target strength by 0.5 to 1.25. Improves with the Ice Blast. What the F do you mean? Ew. That's so disgusting. So that's Bone Shield. His other facet is Exposure. Cold Feet deals Death Rhyme damage to all enemies within 400 radius from the target. Okay. Cold Feet no longer deals damage on its own. Now applies 2 to 8 Death Rhyme stacks. Stacks are dispelled when leaving the break area. Okay, so it's... Break distance increased from 715 to 725 to 800. Stun duration increased from 1.6 to 2.8 to 1.9 to 2.8. Okay, so it's a 3%... It's a 3% movement slow. Oh my god. 3% movement slow, level 1. Does it scale in stacks? I don't get it. That's really stupid. Oh, that's so dumb. How long do these last? As well, I don't know. That's the problem. It doesn't specify duration. I would have to go in the game and look. Which I can't do today. I'm going to be doing it tomorrow. Ice Vortex no longer deals damage or slows movement speed on its own. Now applies 1 to 4 Death Rhyme stacks to targets in an area of effect. Stacks are dispelled when leaving the AoE. Okay. I think Ancient Apparition is gutted, but I don't know. Chilling Touch applies 2 Death Rhyme stacks that last for 4 seconds. No, I'm actually pissed that it doesn't state how many stacks. Like, I don't get it. But they last for 4. This is the only one that states how they last. And I don't even know if it stacks, too. Bonus damage decreased from 40 to 160 to 30 to 120. Ouch. Mana cost increased from 30 to 60 to 45 to 60. Another ouch. Ice Blast no longer deals damage over time its own. Now applies 2 Death Rhyme stack for the duration of the debuff. Okay. Level 10, plus 40 Cold Feet damage per second replaced with plus 2 Cold Feet Death Rhyme stacks. Okay, level 25, 450 AoE Cold Feet replaced with 50% Death Rhyme slow damage. Okay. I really do not know how this works. It should state how long stacks last for things like that. I don't know. His slows are non-existent now. Like, okay, 8 times 1.5 is a 12% slow. Oh, wrong button. And what did it go to? It didn't slow beforehand, but still, it's like... Yeah, it didn't slow beforehand. But let me go to Ice Vortex. So Ice Vortex was a 25%, was a 16% slow level 1. Okay, 16% slow. Now it's a 1.5%. At max, it's 6. Like... It's basically you have to Ice Vortex the target, Cold Feet the target, and even then, if they leave the AoE, it's like gone. I don't know how good this is. It just feels worse. But in regards to these talents, this is really good. This is obscenely good. I don't see this being used at all. But this is amazing. This hurts a lot. Because lower strength means they have lower total health, which means Ice Blast has a higher chance to kill. So, yeah. But it's like... These... If this was a scaling slow, I would kind of be okay with it, and it scales with Ice Blast. He just feels worse. I'd have to see it in-game. Alright, Anti-Mage. Innate ability, Mana Break is now innate. Passive can be leveled up with skill points. Mana Burn per hit rescaled from 25 to 40 to 16 to 44. Ooh. Max Mana Burned per hit rescaled from 1.6 to 4 to 0.8 to 4%. Okay, that's basically fine. No longer slows the target on full drain by default. Stupid. Mana Thirst is back. That's so stupid. Facets. Magebane's Mirror. Counterspell reflects spells when active. Oh, okay. Alright, that's a nerf. Jesus Christ. I'll get to that later. Mana Thirst. Grants bonus attack damage when an enemy hero within 2,500 range has less than 60% mana, increasing as their mana is depleted further, up to a max of 20 to 70 bonus attack damage at 50% mana, which Anti-Mage gains vision and true sight of the hero. How does this scale? What? Oh my god, it's... Oh my god. It's Bloodseeker's Thirst, but... I was thinking of, like, a different... I was thinking of Coddle's, like, old spell. This is just Bloodseeker's Thirst, but for mana. Jesus. That's so stupid. That's so dumb. Alright, Blink. Mana cost increased from 45... Was he meta? Why is he getting nerfed? Okay, so mana cost increased from 45 to 50. Counterspell no longer reflects, only blocks. Mana cost increased. Blink Fragment, mana cost increased. Charges decreased from 3 to 2. Base charge time, restore time decreased from 25 to 20. Okay. Level 10, plus 9 strength replaced with plus 10% counterspell magic resistance. Level 15, minus 1 blink cooldown replaced with 40% slow on fully drained mana drain targets. And level 20, plus 50 blink cast range replaced with minus 1 blink cooldown. So he lost 9 strength, and all of his stuff got... Was he meta? I don't remember him being meta. So basically he got nerfed here. But in a way, there are some stuff that you don't want to actually reflect. So yeah, I see this getting picked almost constantly. It's just because of this. Vision and True Sight is such a huge thing in this game, and it's works so well for him. I see Mana Thirst getting picked almost all the time because of how impacting Vision is in this game. I see this getting picked almost constantly. Then again, I don't know. I have no idea. So technically got worse because of all the mana nerfs. It's 5, but it still affects his early game. And then this, I would say, kind of counteracts it. Alright, we'll go through like one more. Okay, it's not as long as I thought it was going to be. Arc Warden ability effects no longer depend on the style Arc Warden plays for. Oh, okay. I get this now. Runic Infusion... So, it used to be that if you were on Radiant, you had standard Arc Warden, and then your Tempest Double would have the other abilities. Now it's... Where on Dire it would be opposite. Now it's basically consistent. Okay, I can deal with that. And then on Dire it would be, you have the Tempest Doubles, and then the Tempest Double would have yours. That's what this is. I got confused. Anyway, Runic Infusion. New innate ability, passive, can't be leveled up. Upon activating any rune, gain the regeneration rune buff for 4 seconds. Duration is reduced by 34% for activating Bounty or Water. That's stupid. That is effing stupid. I hate him. And then facets are just, you have the same, and then they're swapped. Alright. Anyway, Magnetic Field is now a no-target ability, creating the field centered around its caster. That is completely fair. No longer affects buildings and creeps by default. That's fair. Now always pushes all enemies away from the bubble when created, even without Shard. Okay. Shard no longer provides magic resistance. Shard now increases radius by 75 and changes speed of attack projectiles that are inside the bubble. Enemy ones are slowed, and allies are sped up by 75% respectively. Okay. Interesting. Tempest Double, duration increased from 18 to 26 to 60 seconds. Why? 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 Distance penalty now increases incoming damage by 75% instead of reducing outgoing damage by 50%. Okay, right-clicking Arc Warden is still viable. Is now more viable. Cooldown increased from 70 to 50 to 100 to 80 seconds. Okay, this is still stupid. Now restarts the ability cooldown if the Tempest Double is killed by... Ooh. Okay. And then level 25... Magnetic is now magnetic field affects buildings and creeps. Okay, so this is the last hero I'm going on, by the way, because it's like 8:58. I think this is... The Runic Confusion is stupid. This is fine. This is silly. Well, this isn't silly. This is fine. This is fair. He's not AIDS to deal with. This, I think, is dumb, but this compensates. This lets, like, a right-clicking Arc Warden be a bit more viable. So, yeah. Alright, let me see Axe. I'll do Axe. Sure. Code of Blood. I'll just do Axe because it's to be fair. New innate ability passive. Whenever Axe kills an enemy, obviously hero, he gains +1 armor permanently. Kills with Culling Blade give double that amount. Okay. One-man army increases Axe strength by 60% of his armor as long as there are no allied heroes within 600 radius of him. Effect lingers for 5 seconds after the ally walks within range. That's weird. Berserker's Call increases armor bonus by 5. Taunted enemies gain +45 attack speed for the duration. Okay. Interesting. So, one-man army is actually kind of fun. Kind of works with how his lore is. Call-out is also pretty helpful, especially when they have slower attackers. Alright, Berserker's Call. Bonus armor decrease from 16 to 25 to 14 to 20. Ow. Aghanim Scepter upgrade move to Aghanim Shard. Still applies Battle Hunger to all affected units, but doesn't reduce cooldown anymore. Huh. What was the shard? What was this shard? I forget. This is such a weird patch. This is such a stupid patch. Oh, that's what the shard was. The damage reduction. What is it now? Oh, God. Oh, oh. Oh. Alright. Axe Manta is back, but I'll get to that. Battle Hunger now applies immediately after applying and every 0.5 seconds after. This provides 1 extra tick of half damage. Scepter bonus no longer provides armor to Axe. Now makes multiple Battle Hunger debuffs stackable. Ooh! Cool! I like this. Counter Helix Shard upgrade move to Scepter. Damage reduction per stack increased from 15 to 20%. Max stacks decreased from 6 to 5, so it's full damage reduction now. Scepter now also allows Counter Helix counter to decrease when Axe attacks. This effect doesn't work on illusions. Oh, that sucks. That's sucky. So you could go for attack speed Axe. So he can man fight now. Alright. Culling Blade bonus armor and kills move to innate. Yeah, that's fair. Level 20 +1 armor per Culling Blade stack replaced with +12 Berserker's Call armor. Alright. Axe is interesting now. Code of Blood is really nice in my honest opinion, because sometimes you just can't get the kills with Culling Blade because either your team nukes them down really fast or whatever. So I think that this is a lot better. I don't know if it counts on assists. I don't think it does. One-man army is really fun just because it goes into this. Call-out is really decent as well. The new Scepter I think is really good. But I would say he's going to be a lot different to play. I should try to play Axe at some point. But that's all I'm going to do with the patch today. I'll probably skim it a little bit. You know, let's just look at a hero. I'm not going to... Okay. Well, this is a little bit more fair now. Alright. Interesting. Oh, good lord, this is weird. I just saw Wraith King. Wraith King is a lot of text. That's all I'm going to dictate. But anyway, I'm going to be doing this for the next 2 days. I got to make a new icon based on whatever Valve inevitably ends up giving for the patch. But it's a fun patch. It's going to make my brain hurt. Anyway, I hope you all have a good rest of the day. I hope you all have a good rest of the night. I hope you all have a good rest of whatever. I'm going to go until next time. Goodbye.